Who is Peter Theil? Peter Theil is a German-American entrepreneur, venture capitalist, and conservative political activist. Over the last few years, he's funded AI companies, defence technology, biotech, surveillance software, political campaigns, and even projects that aim to build entirely new cities outside traditional governments. So, what does Peter Theil actually want? Born in Germany before moving to the United States, Theil studied philosophy and later law at Stanford. Instead of becoming a lifelong lawyer, he entered finance. That decision changed everything. Because while most entrepreneurs try to build the next billion-dollar company, Peter Theil wanted to find them before anyone else. That skill would make him one of history's greatest venture capitalists. In the late 1990s, online payments barely existed. Buying something on the internet was slow, confusing, and often unsafe. A startup called Confinity wanted to change that. Eventually, it became PayPal. As CEO, Peter Thiel helped transform the company into one of the first successful digital payment platforms. When eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, the founders suddenly became incredibly wealthy. That group would later earn a nickname, the PayPal Mafia, because almost every member went on to build or fund companies that reshaped Silicon Valley. LinkedIn, YouTube, Tesla, SpaceX, Yelp, Palantir, and Peter Thiel became the man financing many of them. One investment changed his career forever. In 2004, Facebook was barely known outside college campuses. Most investors ignored it. Peter Thiel didn't. He invested around $500,000 for roughly 10% of the company. Years later, that investment became worth billions. It wasn't luck alone. It reflected the principle that guides almost every investment he makes. Peter Thiel doesn't look for businesses that are merely good. He looks for businesses that become impossible to compete against. In 2014, Thiel published a book called 0 to 1. Its central idea was simple. Competition destroys profits. Monopolies create them. Most companies fight to become slightly better than everyone else. Peter Thiel argues the real winners create something entirely new. Going from 1 to 100 means improving something. Going from 0 to 1 means inventing something. That's why he prefers companies solving problems most investors think are impossible. Not another delivery app, not another social network, but rockets, artificial intelligence, defense technology, life extension, nuclear energy. Things that could reshape civilization. Perhaps no company represents Peter Thiel's philosophy better than Palantir. Instead of selling products directly to consumers, Palantir builds software capable of analysing enormous amounts of data. Governments, military organisations, and major corporations use it to detect patterns impossible for humans to find alone. Supporters say it helps stop terrorist attacks, improve logistics, and strengthen national security. Critics argue it gives governments unprecedented surveillance power. Whether you see Palantir as essential infrastructure or dangerous technology, it perfectly reflects Peter Thiel's worldview. But business is only half the story. Unlike many billionaires, Peter Thiel openly supports political candidates and causes aligned with his beliefs. He's a strong advocate of limited government, technological progress, and individual freedom. Regardless of where you stand, it's impossible to ignore how much influence billionaire investors can have beyond business. So after looking at decades of investments, books, companies, and public statements, a pattern becomes clear. Peter Thiel isn't simply trying to build wealth. He's trying to influence the direction of civilization. Every investment seems to answer one question. What kind of future should humanity build? Whether that's AI, space, defense, or biotechnology,